Hello everybody, my name is Juana Castillanco and today I just want to do solution in a point from the course Foreign Language Acquisition. So I just want to talk about some red flags that I can identify in the classrooms. So the first one is maybe I just want to talk about drawbacks of have a large number of students in English learning environment. So the first one is that I think is maybe lack of personalized attention. So when you are teacher and you have a big group for teach, I think maybe is the time to dedicate to every student, so it's super limit. So maybe the feedback and the progress for everybody it's now easier for do it. Another part that I want to talk is about the participation from the students. So one is a big number of students in the same environment. Maybe the participation it's not a lot. So the opportunities that they have to speak in English, it's too short, and maybe it's too hard for them works in the oral skills. Another point is the distraction. So when you have a lot of students, maybe one little team of group of students is pay attention to you, but maybe the other students no. So I think there is another point, and I think this is a kind of challenge for the teachers. As like the way that you can do the evaluation. So it's hard in that way. Another thing is the how when the students are active in the class but they don't speak in English, affects the learning environment. I mean, when you don't have the opportunity, or when you don't give by yourself the opportunity to express the things in the language that you want to learn, that affects in the part that your fluency, or yes, your fluency natural, it's not going well. So that is a point. Another thing is the opportunity to speak in real time. I mean, when you are with your teacher and you are speaking in English, your teacher can give you feedbacks in the real time. So I think that is important. And maybe the last one point that I want to talk about that is the language environment. So if one student don't want to speak in English or another language, and maybe that is not a good motivation for another students too, because um, they don't feel comfortable. And okay, for solutions about that, as a teacher, I think maybe the attitude, it's super important, because the attitude give a lot of inspirations for the students, and obviously motivation. um, Another thing is, when you have a good attitude, you have the capacity for a create a positive environment. So maybe in that point, your students can feel comfortable to learn, practice, and develop the abilities for speak, and maybe work in oral skills. And okay, that is our other point. And maybe I think maybe another solution for this is try to divide the group in smaller teams, um, where you can put like more attention um, to the important things, because it's gonna be more easier when you can work in that part. And another thing is, when you can divide the groups in smaller teams, they had the opportunity for practice English. So I think that is a good point. Maybe use elements like technology or something like that, like digital platforms or interactive apps, where they can practice in real time, and that those kinds of activities, they can do it in a individual way. So that is a good point. And maybe another thing that as a teacher I can help with that is like try to create a kind of rules. I mean, if for example I want my students speak in English, or work in oral skills, maybe one rule would be speak all the time in English. The questions, maybe try to don't use the translate or something like that, the traductor. And another point super important for me is create environment active and playful, and dynamics in the English environments. So for example, incorporate games, collaborative projects, and maybe make some simulations in the real life. So those kind of things can do the students try to be active in all the activities, and works in the skills. that is everything. Thank you so much.